Hey you guys, it's your girl Sin. Welcome back to Beauty by CD. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do silky dreads, otherwise known as locks, faux locks, twists. They have different names, but they're all like pretty much faux locks at the end of the day. So I'm going to show you how to install them my way, the CD way, and how to style it. I'm going to take you through my braid pattern, which I'm doing right here. I take the top, of course, and I go all back in cornrows. The sides, however, go into the back, which will end up in the circle, as you see here. So I take it and I spin it around to like get this circle going, and this helps me kind of camouflage where I'm adding all of my locks, and it's going to give me a better installation in terms of like making things invisible so you can't see. So the items I used was this Janet Collection Mambo dreads. There's about 24 pieces in here, and I used my latch hook to get these in. However, I did find that the tips of the dreads would unravel, and it's kind of hard to pull them through, so I alternated with my latch hook and my needle and thread. Since I am a weaveologist, I do have another video on crochet braids, box braids, which shows this, but this video may show you more in depth. But feel free to go back to reference my box braid tutorial on crochet braiding. Alright, so right here I'm going to show you how I sewed it in. I got some questions on how did I do it, and it's pretty simple. All I did was take it, put it against the braid, and I sewed it through the loop. So there's a little peep with an eye, I would say. Wherever that little loop is where you could put your finger through, where you could put your latch hook through, is where I sewed it from. And I laid it against the hand and I just sewed it down. Pretty easy. So for the front, I want to make sure everything is very like laced. So I took my time and I just went through all of the holes. You want to kind of do the top front first, because then you'll realize how many packs of hair you really need. I used about, I think this was 3 or 4 packs here, but I did end up getting a 5th pack just to kind of make it full and fill in the gaps, because you want the front more stacked, so that when you part it, you don't see the braids per se. So get about 5 to 6 packs just to be safe, so that you don't run out, because most of the time, you know, we all run out of hair and we have to go back to the store. So again, I'm doing the top front first, just to see how things are laying and making sure that I have enough. And I'm latch hooking it into the front, as you see. All you're doing is pulling it through. These dreadlocks are like the easiest thing to install. They're pretty firm, so they don't unravel as much. You may get some unraveling here, but you just twist it right back. They have a nice sheen to them, so you don't have to put any oil in this hairstyle when you're done. You just install and go. So continue to keep doing the same steps over and over. Loop them, drop them off to the side, so you can see how you're getting it done. So I'm revisiting my needle and thread. I left it in that second row and I'm just going back. And to me, this is faster. It's less tension. This is why I like to use it. And because this Mambo twist was unraveling, instead of pulling it through the latch hook, I just found that it was better me laying them down and sewing them in. So with sewing them in, you have to make sure you put it through the loop and sew it on top of the braid. So make sure it's on top of the braid, so when you look at it, it almost looks like it's coming right out of that braid. You don't want to sew it under the braid, because you don't want to see the braid. That's going to make it look like you just hooked it somehow. But you want to make sure you put it on top of the braid and just like sew it down. It disappears. It really just goes away. But the trick is to sew it until like it looks like it's attached, not just sitting on top of the surface. I hope that makes sense. And I lift them up just to make sure they look like they are making sense, and that it's all like looking decent from the braid pattern. so it doesn't look like it doesn't belong. You want to make sure that it looks like it belongs. So here's another view of it where I'm doing the bottom. And the same thing, you're going to lift it up and make sure that it's kind of hanging right. And you don't want to sew it down too much to where you don't have that flexibility to lift it up. That's why I put it through the loop as if I latch hooked it, but I'm kind of like latch hooking with a needle and thread, so to speak. So just continue to do this. It's actually really fast. It's faster than latch hooking because you don't like pull it through. And because I'm not pulling it through, I have less chance of it unraveling at the bottom because this is an already made hairstyle, like it's already done for you, like the dread's already done. You want to try to lessen your chances of it unraveling. So doing this needle and thread technique, the CD version, helps with that. And again, always remember, check it by lifting it up, see how it's looking. You can always go back and just like fix whatever is not done the right way. See what I mean with the unraveling? Like when you put your fingers or the latch hook through it to kind of get ready to install it, it kind of unbunches and it can become a mess. So you have to be really careful. Some of them are pretty set in that you can just put your finger through it and you're ready to go, but some of it you have to like just shape it and get them all together, then latch hook it, which was a little annoying for me. And here's how it came. See how the top are like bunchy and unraveling? So all of these I'm going to go ahead and sew down because I don't want it to unravel and make this hairstyle look sloppy. The beauty about this look is you can't go wrong. It's like it's already neat for you. It's already like style. So all you're doing is adding it in and your style is being born right in your vision. Like you just go ahead and put it in and it's already there. Alright, so I'm at the top and I'm still using those bunchy ones and I want you guys to see closer how I'm sewing it in. So again, just take the dread, put it on top of the braid, and just sew it down. There's nothing difficult about this. It's pretty easy. And if you try it, you'll find the same. And it's all repetitive. Just keep doing the same thing. Stop this video, pause it, rewind it. You know, bring it up closer. Whatever you need to do to see that this is pretty simplistic. I think the Silky dread style is probably my favorite at this point in terms of crochet methods because it's so like easy and it's already done. You don't have to do anything. You just put them in and just let them go. You can put them in a ponytail, just leave them down. It's already done. You don't have to cut it, nothing. This is 18 inches, by the way. Okay, so I'm in the back. See how my circle pattern is helping me with this hairstyle? So I'm doing the same thing in the back. I am sewing them down and I'm making sure that they're on the braid. You want to make sure your braid is as low as possible in terms of when you spin it around, that when your braid goes up, when you lift everything up, it looks like it's coming from her scalp as close as possible, as realistic as possible. Her hair's already natural, so it helps with this look, but I feel that you can, almost anybody can do it. If you have permed hair, relaxed hair, kinky, coily hair, as long as you braid it up and you follow my CD pattern, you'll get the same look. And this hairstyle, you guys, took me an hour and some change. It was really, really fast, of course, because you see how fast I'm speeding through the needle and thread version of this technique. It's really, really easy. Spent no time. I was almost surprised how quick I got it done. I think the braiding probably took me a little longer, but anywho, it's a really quick and easy style. No fuss. You don't have to go far to get this style. Then you can try it yourself. Go to your local stylist. I offer this in Brooklyn, and it's very inexpensive. The hair costs probably, I think the 24 pack was like $11. And to get this styled, I would charge about $100. So as I move up to the next row in the back, I go back to the latch hooking because this is the area that you're not going to really see. So you don't have to be super, super neat, but you want to make sure that you're going in. The reason why I use the sewing method is because I wanted everything very neat in the back and didn't want it to unravel in the middle. I went back to latch hooking and I pulled it through. I did find that latch hooking it plus pulling it through at the bottom unraveled it, so you want to be careful how you latch hook the braids into the locks into your loop. So there was one that unraveled at the top, so I'm taking that out and replacing it with a newer, better looking version, and I'm just latch hooking this at the top. So I'm just doing a quick cat eye for this look because I want to see how it comes to life. I'm playing around with some of the, how she's going to rock it. Of course, you got to get those baby hairs ready. So using a toothbrush, it's actually her toothbrush. She gets, you know, she keeps a toothbrush on deck just in case she wants to tweak out her baby hairs. And she didn't really do too much. But once it gets older, more baby hairs come out. And here it is being snatched up. And it's not finished. The inside is still kind of empty, but I wanted you guys to see the perimeter. So if you guys want to put this all in a ponytail, just be prepared to have a lot of hair in your hand. And it can feel like it's almost overwhelming and it's a lot to pull together. So what I like to do is this little trick. It's an old trick. If you get a hairnet, like the hairnets that come with like curly hair, like the old-fashioned hairnets that we used to wear back in the days, it's very thin. I take that and I put it over this bun because it kind of controls it and keeps it in place. Because it's a lot of hair, because it's crochet, and because it's threads, those tips didn't want to lay down. You would have to end up using a whole bunch of bobby pins, like the loose pins, and that can cause a lot of irritation when you lay down. It's not going to be stable. So what I did was take a net. I'm going to show you the net in just a second so you can get an idea of how it looks. And I added bobby pins at the bottom. I added a second net just for stability because this is a big bun. And I wanted to just give her through a couple of days so we could finish off the inside. Here's the net. You guys remember this old-fashioned net? Very sheer. It comes with wigs sometimes, so if you take those and just keep them, it really helps too. You could buy it like this too. You could buy the net separately. I think they're just called hair nets. Alright, you guys, so I got this in a bun and it's all neat. Everything's tucked in, everything's away. The points are not hanging out, and that's because the net helped it, you know, get in place and it checked it. This is the final look, you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you got some tips and tricks. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Here's how it looks while it's all out. We added some jewelry, accessories to the hair, and that was it. Very natural, new style. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Beauty by CD. Follow me on Instagram at Beauty by CD.